I don't get it.
Podcast.
Hey guys, it's a ramble.
You get so excited.
You guys, I love
that.
ramble so much.
I think you guys were so loud just then that it cut out.
No,
it probably just cut out for you. Our audio is fine, I think.
Yeah. Okay, you guys.
Also, Lauren has the
Gergie's
worst
heard
internet
it.
at
Gergie's heard it. I
Hunter's
know.
house. Lauren, you have the worst
I
internet
know.
there.
I want to like punch you through the screen because like it's so annoying there. It's like when I see you with that like closet in the background, I'm like, great, her audio is going to be so bad.
It's been pretty good
No, but
for the
she's
past
recording
couple
on her
weeks.
end.
It's been pretty good for the past couple weeks.
we have to
they
keep
use
our
the
audio.
audio there, that would be hysterical. So
What time
make
is that?
note of that.
50 seconds. You
You're
literally,
like,
you literally cut out so bad. We must use that.
okay.
It's so funny.
We are okay. So I've been looking forward to this ramble specifically because I have like some really good things.
Oh, yeah.
that I've written down over the past couple weeks.
Oh, this
that I
is
don't
great.
get.
You're really good at these.
Thanks. So, are you guys ready to start out?
I'm so ready.
I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Great.
hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So, number one, why do bugs love biting ankles?
It's so random.
No, it's like every time you get bug bites, there's always one on your ankle, and that's like the one that like you cannot scratch enough.
Yeah.
There's no satisfaction.
Mine,
Well,
okay,
Are
mine,
you wearing short pants?
Lauren,
Lauren, why do you have to be practical
Yeah,
about
I
it?
know.
Bugs land on your fucking ankle. I hate when people do that. Like, I hate when I say something and then they come about it in such a practical way. Like, I love surfing, and it's like, well, where do you surf?
Yeah.
It's like, just agree with me.
yeah, exactly. I don't know
I'm
what
so sorry.
there's something about the ankle that bugs like, and then there's certain people like why there's some scientific facts as to like why some people get bitten more than others. Jared and
I want to know because bugs fucking love
they
me,
love
but
me
I get
too.
the back of my arm too all the time. Back of my arm and my ankle.
Oh.
Always.
Interesting. Jared doesn't get bitten at all. I'll be like I'll have
He doesn't
7.
get bit, Ashley.
I
He
know.
doesn't get bit.
Fine, he doesn't get bit. I knew I was saying it wrong. Darn it. But like we've been a couple times throughout this week, we've been like outside, and I'm like, I'm getting eaten alive out here, and I
Right.
count them, and I'll have like 7 or 8 bug bites within 10 minutes,
So
and I'm like,
annoying.
you're telling me that right now you have none.
Do you
We're
think,
sitting next to each other.
Do you think it's because women, we often use like scented
I did not-
lotions
No,
or
I mean,
deodorants and all that BS?
I don't think so.
I always
because
feel like
I
it's
barely ever wear
perfume.
deodorant.
You know what's funny? When I was in Yosemite this weekend, we actually hiked Sentinel Dome, and I was wearing this yellow North Face jacket.
Yeah.
And there were bees at the top of this dome, which was like 8,000 feet elevation. And I'm like, why the fuck are there bees up here? And they...
8,000 feet, Nez. That is like over a mile in the sky.
Yeah, it was really, really high.
Are you sure?
I
it's
need to
8,000?
fact check that. I'll fact check that in 1 second. Anyways, all the bees landed on my jacket, Ashley.
Well, it's
And
because it was yellow?
yeah. And,
I don't know why
And
I
my
would say
friend
that.
Nikki, who I was with, was like, "It's because you're wearing a yellow jacket." And I was like, "What is it about yellow?"
Yellow jackets
Yellow
are
jacket.
attracted to yellow jackets.
You guys are such losers. But is like, do you think they're attracted to colors, insects?
Yeah, definitely. They're attracted to flowers because they go and pollinate it.
Oh,
so
there
if you're
you
wearing
go.
all black,
Duh.
then you're like,
So are you? What
That's
you're
interesting.
often wearing bright colors. I feel
I was
like.
wearing, on this one specific day, I was wearing a red and white checker dress. So maybe.
oh, sounds so cute.
Lauren's so mean.
Look how high is Sentinel Dome.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I was right. 8,123 feet.
so it's like above sea level. So that's pretty crazy.
yeah. Well, the whole park is basically
That's
above sea
so
level.
weird.
Yeah, it's.
That's
I know
so
we've talked
weird.
about this before, but the one time we were
Yes.
in St. Lucia,
What?
and then Tanner goes, Ashley, how tall do you think that mountain is? And the mountain is just not that high.
Yeah.
And Ashley goes, 30,000 feet.
I was like thinking, like, you know, when you're at the shoe place, when you're at like, you know, when you're a kid and you're at the shoe place,
Yeah.
and then they put your foot into that ruler thing.
Yes.
I was like, how many ruler things
Wait,
will go
I
all the way up
forgot
there?
about those.
And then I thought 20,000, and I didn't even realize that 30,000. And then I didn't realize that when you're cruising on a plane, you're at 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is not as high as
But those
is that little mountain. Wow.
Those ruler things used to scare me so bad. First of all, I was very embarrassed about my sweaty feet. So having like the associate put my foot in there as like an 8-year-old was definitely my biggest fear.
You know what's so
stride right?
That was such a
it's stride right.
That's such a good throwback. I have memories of those, and then remember the little like stools that had the foot mirror in them.
Yeah,
I remember those at Payless. My mom, you guys know Mrs. Perez. I should have a segment just fucking trolling my mom because she's so frugal. She only shopped at Payless. She's like, we can get it at Payless. She was such a Kmart shopper. She loved it. And anyways, I remember those little mirrors, and I always thought to myself, this is so genius. Whoever made this little mirror,
just tilt it that way a little bit, and you can see everything.
I wish we had those in our homes. Like, why isn't it a thing that you have in your house just to look at your shoes on the way out? You know, I would love that
because the regular mirror does that.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see like all the way down there. If you have like a focus mirror just on like your foot and ankle part, then you can see all the mosquito bites.
Well,
Doom. I just made a full circle conversation.
That's great, fantastic.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming.
For your next
Hope you
birthday
really enjoyed
gift,
this.
I will be getting you an shoe
mirror from Payless.
You can just easily steal one of those.
Okay, wait. So going back to the shoe things. I didn't like those shoe rulers because I always thought that they were going to stub my toe when they like put you know how they slid that thing all the way to the top of your foot? I was always like, that thing is going to hit my toe and
Well, you
stub
have
it.
very delicate feet that can't be fucked with, so of course you'd be worried.
Delicate feet. All right. Well, my other I don't get it is my Jared always wants to go. He always walks into the bathroom, into our bedroom, right after our poop. He doesn't walk into the bedroom all day long.
Like
never. No,
it's
not
like
all day
right
long.
after
Like
you poop.
but always like the second I come out, he goes right in, and I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, how do you have like a poopy sensor on you or something?
That's very funny.
That's so funny. Or do you think you're just hyper sensitive to like seeing if anyone will walk in there right after you shit?
Well, like am I hypersensitive to it?
Like, is it possible that he actually does walk in the room like 3 to 5 times a day, maybe, and you just notice after you poop?
No, I think it's probably
you have 2 bathrooms. Shouldn't there be a designated pooping
know.
bathroom?
Don't you have
both of us poop in the bedroom bathroom.
Why do both you guys poop in your bedroom? Poop in the other bathroom away from your bed.
I
where you don't brush your teeth.
Yeah, what?
Okay, the brushing teeth thing is a great comment. However, I think we both prefer the seat in our
my
bathroom.
God.
I
Oh
also
my
think it has a more
God.
powerful flush.
That's the whole point of having a 2-bedroom place.
Yeah, but the other one's in the hallway, so then the entire hallway gets stunk up.
No, you don't use poopery or matches.
Yeah, I use matches and then I use the spray. But the thing is, you can still smell like now that you smell the match and you smell the
Right.
spray. So then you're like, oh, well, obviously that happened.
Actually, you're right about the hallway thing. So you guys know how I lived in a sorority house in college. So
Yeah.
in Zeta Tau Alpha at UCF, the bathroom
oh my God.
the bathroom downstairs in the hallway was called the hazmat, and that was that was the shit bathroom.
No.
And literally that hallway would always reek because no one.
I mean, how many girls were using that?
Exactly, 40 people lived in the house.
That's 40 people, and
gross.
that's like a lot of shits a day.
And like, imagine like all the beers chugged and like keg stands the night
Beer
before,
poops.
like
Beer poop.
like party butt was hardcore. All the Taco Bell eaten. Yeah.
So this makes me want to like gag because I know exactly what it smells like. It smells like my freshman dorm, and every time you like push that door open, you didn't know what was gonna come at you, and it was 90% just horrible.
So it's rancid.
I can still smell it to this day.
Yeah.
14 years later. God, that's scary.
So gross. It's so weird how you can remember smells so like forever. I feel like, but I can't
This
remember
week
what I
was
ate yesterday.
I was at a client's house and I had like party butt. I didn't party, but it was the same sensation, okay? And I was in like mid-foil. I was like, I'm going to go use your restroom real quick. I put everything down. Like I was trying to be very polite about it.
Wait, you were at their house?
Their house. And I just went in there and I was like, whoosh, whoosh. Like it was shoosh. And then I was like, wow, like I've never done that before. Oh my God, let's just hope that, like I still have like a couple sections to go.
Right.
Thank God she won't be able to go to the bathroom for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I come
no.
out. Of course she's waiting there.
Oh God, Lauren.
And she
No.
goes, I just have to jiggle the handle because
No.
sometimes it continues running.
Lori, how
Lauren,
mortifying. So did she go in right after? Ew. And it
Did you
smelled like
say? Did you
asshole?
say I'm sorry?
I didn't bring it up. Like, I'm sorry. She may be listening out there. I'm sorry I blew up your bathroom.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
Lauren, that's so embarrassing.
But it was like waiting right there, and I'm like, just jiggle the handle.
Just jiggle the handle.
Oh my God, you guys! When
Wait, can I just say a
Yeah.
really funny story
Yeah.
real quick? Remember
Yeah.
when I was having a boy over my house this summer? And guys, I was having a boy over my house this summer, and I was texting Lauren and Ashley, do I hide the Squatty Potty? And it was the funniest conversation because Lauren was like, no, it's part of your personality. It's funny, which actually was what I was leaning towards. But then Ashley was like, no, Jared said not for like a first hang
No,
like
I
at your
asked
house.
Jared and Hunter were both like, no.
Yeah, like no. So
we
then
don't want to think about you pooping now.
But literally, you text me that right as he was walking up the stairs. So I run to the bathroom. I shove the Squatty Potty in the storage closet. And open
Everyone had such a strong opinion. I was like,
leave it
we were all together. We were all together, and we were like, it's 3 against
You would
1.
have had me fucked, Lauren.
I
It's
know.
true. I actually think he would have been grossed out if I had it there
that's
for
so
sure.
dumb.
Yeah,
It is dumb. I mean, the Squatty Potty is probably the single best invention in the last 5 to 7 years.
Let me put my toes in the air.
What? Oh my God, this is so. Wait, have you ever used the Squatty Potty?
No, I really I don't like. That's like something that I don't like. I don't like need an accessory to go potty.
I'm telling you, the elevation of your legs. I wish I could be sponsored by this
that's
thing.
why I
would
put
do
my
a
toes
commercial
up.
about it. No, it's different when it's like there's
toes
the
up.
gravity, like your feet are planted, but it's elevated. It works so well, so much so that when I go to a hotel, when I go to anyone's house, I flip over their little mini trash can and I put my
No
feet
way.
above it. Yes, because
Do you
literally
really need that much help?
Oh my God, Ashley, the poop comes. You poop way better. It just
It
seamlessly
like makes your
comes
colon
out.
like go straight rather than like curve.
I get the science to it, but like I don't need help going to the
No,
bathroom.
I
like,
did.
At all.
No, I don't. It's not that you need help, but I bet you it'll be better.
Okay.
Just try it. They have travel
actually,
ones,
when you-
by the way.
You said you put your toes in there, but you also put like your legs because
No,
toes have
just
nothing
my-
to do with it.
No, yes, it does. It brings your entire all your leg up.
Okay, friends, I need to take a second and talk about my Jenny Kane Shirling slip-on mules. I have not gotten more compliments on a shoe in my entire life. In quarantine, it literally makes me feel like I'm Queen Elizabeth II.
You even had a boy compliment you on.
I had a boy compliment.
straight hot boy.
A straight hot guy complimented me on these shoes. You guys, they are so dope. I don't know how to explain it, but it basically has like brown shirling like fur, but it's a pointed black flat. But picture the top of it, it's a mule, as like brown sort of shirling fur. And it is the coolest because it looks like a slip-on sort of house slipper, but you can wear it out. So it's so chic. It's like it's like ultra luxury, like comfort. Think of like Marc Jacobs in 2013 wearing like pajamas outside. Like that is how I feel when I put these on. And they are Jenny Kane's, and it is just this brand has the perfect fall staples for anyone. They don't even just have shoes.
Okay, so
I think it elevates every outfit too. Like you could be wearing just all gray sweatsuit and then put these on and you look really expensive.
1,000%.
Oh, that's true. Yesterday I was packing for the East Coast because we're going over for a couple weeks, and I was feeling through like my closet's weird. Like I can't see my closet's really annoying. Okay, so I have to reach really far over. Mm-hmm. And I'm like touching all the sweaters, like, but I can barely see them. And then every time my fingers roll over the Jenny Kane sweater, I go, "Oh, that's the Jenny Kane sweater," because it's so much softer, and that you just feel the quality.
Wow.
So like, it's like truly quality you can feel.
Is it cashmere? It's cashmere,
Yeah, it's
right?
my cashmere sweater, and it's just I can't imagine that I'm going to wear anything more this fall and winter than this specific cashmere sweater. And it's just gray. It goes with everything. It's so soft.
They're elevated basic pieces, so you just
Right.
always look chic as hell.
Exactly. They're curated staples, and they're actually inspired by like natural, effortless aesthetic of California living. Because, you know, California people just know how to live effortlessly and in good aesthetics. Anyways, but like we said, not only do they have the shoes that I was telling you guys about, they have the mules in leather, suede, shirling, and other stuff. It's their classic shoe that started it all. They also, like Ashley was saying, they have cozy sweaters for year-round weather, ultra soft, lightweight, and with Jenny Kane, it's just always sweater weather, you know?
I also think that we should mention it is a little bit more pricey than our normal sponsors. However, they're such investment pieces. They're kind of like the jean brand that I talk about all the time. Like, there's some things that you should put the money into.
A black
because you're going
cashmere
to wear
sweater
them
is never
so
going to go out of
much.
style.
It's never going to go out of style. You're going to wear them so much.
These are the pieces you need to invest in, because let's be honest, no one bought shit this year. So it's time to treat yourself. It's the holidays.
And when you have all these amazing staples, it makes getting dressed the easiest part of your routine. And go to jennykane.com to check those out. And you'll get 20% off your first order when you use our code GETIT at checkout. That's GETIT. That's Jenny, JENNIKAYNE.com, and use the promo code GETIT.
Where are those shorts from?
Laundry room.
I really like those.
Thanks. Okay, wait. So, you know what's funny is when Jared and I have like kind of code words, when I have to go number 2,
Yeah,
I
what do
say
you
I got to
say?
go potty. And then he
It's
says,
literally the opposite of what you're doing.
what do you mean? I go
Potty is pee in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Why would you have to code word pee? If you have to pee, you go, excuse me, I got to pee 1 sec.
I thought, wow, I'm an idiot. I thought when people say I got a potty, that means like I have to pee.
I don't think that's the majority.
could be
of
a
people.
I think you
different
guys
meaning
are
for
right.
everyone.
No, I think you guys are right.
Okay, and then Jared says, normally he goes, well, I got to pee or I got to go to the bathroom. If he has to shit, he goes, I have to use the I have to use the restroom.
You know what I used to say for fun? Like, I used to be like, I'm going to go use the facilities.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's good.
Or drop the deuce. That works,
All right,
too.
well, you know. Oh, well, I mean, I guess if we're on the topic, and I don't know if I've talked about it before. I mean, you guys, we're close to 200 episodes. I'm sorry if I repeat stories.
Yeah.
If I don't remember them, you probably don't remember them either. Why do guys take so much longer to go to the bathroom than girls? Like, why do they... It's like
Do
a
they?
whole experience. Oh, yeah. Jade and I talk about it all the time. Because, like, when we go, we just go in there, we go. It takes, you know, the second I sit down, it's pretty much out.
Yeah.
Guys, like, have to, like, go in there, like, let it simmer. Like, Jared could spend a very long time in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was like a time for you.
Wait, I'm confused. So they obviously stand, right? So they're not sitting.
No, we're talking about when they poopy.
Oh, when they poopy.
Yeah. not
Yeah,
when they pee.
men love
To like
just-
relish in the moment. I don't want to relish.
And they probably, like you guys, I remember from a podcast a long time ago, just sit on top of the
that's
turds.
exactly what they must be doing.
Ew,
like
it is
Lauren.
Lauren, you do that,
sits on
right?
top of the turd.
Like
What?
fucking
What?
flush it and
I
then
know.
continue
Thank
to sit
you.
on it.
Exactly.
Like, it's like you're baking a shepherd's
It's
pie
so
in the
disgusting.
toilet.
It makes
It's
me feel
nasty.
it's so gnarly that anybody would sit
just
above
sit
it.
above.
It's like the second it's fully out, I flush.
Lauren's
like
face
as
is
I
quick
don't
as
do
possible.
that much, okay?
Yes, you do. You said it on a podcast and it's recorded out in the ethers forever, and
Okay.
you can never take it back.
Yes, I agree. But if I'm trying to like not have something linger, then I'll just flush it and I'll get up and I won't just make it a day. If I'm in my own house alone, I may have it linger. But if I'm, around other
but it's
people, I'm
right
gonna.
But
underneath
why?
you.
What are you, a cranberry? Why are you letting it linger? I'm so confused.
That was a great joke.
What are you
fantastic joke.
What are you doing?
I really enjoy my scrolling on TikTok. I think I'm a fucking man.
Flush, Lauren. Flush it and then
scroll over the
scroll
TikTok.
on
Like
it.
that makes it literally you're TikTok turding. That's what you're doing.
TikTok turding.
Like I know that's why guys like it. Jade says that that Tanner will sit there. I'm sorry, Tanner.
Do you think they don't listen to our podcast? But if they only knew how many times you reference it, say
It's just
shit
like
about that.
they're the couple that I know most about like their like relatable inside
The inner workings of their
the
life.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just talks about like how he'll just sit on the toilet for fun for like 45 minutes. Like once he's done, it's just like
it's called. It's his sanctuary. It's everyone's sanctuary. It's the only place in the entire world where you're technically not allowed to be disturbed. So that's why men will go in there before it's ready to come out because then they're like, I'm in the bathroom. You definitely cannot talk to me right now.
Jared
so
does
it's just like
that.
a little extra time.
I agree with Lauren's
are
theory.
you annoyed that I'm talking about your pooping habits?
The toilet is very sacred. I agree.
Yes.
He'll get so if he's in there.
here
Here he
comes
comes.
Jared. Uh-oh.
If he's in there for like 10 minutes or so and it's really quiet, like this happened last week. I go, Jared, are you okay? He's like, yes, I'm okay. I'm just using the restroom.
Ashley, you're so annoying. Like Ashley's calling the Coast Guard because she thinks Jared fell in.
Exactly. I was a little nervous.
It's because for guys, it's a moment of peace. We can sit down.
That's
The door is locked. There's no chance of you guys walking in. Like we get to sit down. It feels great, especially after it's released. Like you have this sense of relief.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. I get it. It's disgusting. But it's just like a nice little enclosed area where I know I'm going to be at peace for at least 15 minutes.
And probably
Now, listen,
in Tanner's situation with kids, it's like even more so, right? Like you want.
I'm
Wait,
sure.
but really quick, since we have Jared here, Jared, when you shit,
Yeah,
do
this is
you?
what I was gonna
okay,
ask
you
him.
ask Ashley.
Okay.
He's your husband.
Okay, so I don't know that I need to know this, but this is one of our Naz and my ultimate. I don't get it throughout the past 4 years of recording this podcast. We like the second it comes, it's fully out. We flush. But Lauren sits on top of it for a while.
Is that what you do? Do not fucking lie right
Jared,
now.
come on.
You
Jared.
Are under oath.
doesn't he?
You are under oath. Do you sit on top of the turd or do you flush it?
I just don't think to flush. I'm just sitting there and then I just I do my business and then all of a sudden like 10, 15 minutes goes by and it's like, oh, okay, now it's time to wipe and flush.
Jared, are you on your phone?
I mean, logistically, I should flush. I get
Like
it.
what the
I get it.
fuck?
That's
But-
so bizarre. Like you're
It's
just like,
so
oh,
You're also
weird.
you're just wasting water at that point.
You're just
you know
sitting
why?
on top
Wasting
of
water. You're gonna
wasting
flush it.
water.
It's in a bowl.
not
Like I'm
wasting
fine.
It's
water.
not a
You're
waste of
gonna
water.
flush
You're gonna
anyway.
flush anyway. It's
Yeah, but now I'm flushing twice.
no, you're not flushing twice. You flush and you just stay on the toilet on your phone.
Here's the thing, because
You gotta
once
do an
start
extra
wiping,
wipe.
The whole experience of taking a shit is over.
No
it's over. It's done.
fucking way.
You can't. No. You can't go back. You
Ew.
can't poop, wipe, and then
You're
sit
telling
there
me
for
that
20
you
minutes.
sit there with a poopy butthole for a couple minutes?
Yeah. Do you think that's honestly worse than wiping
That
and
is
then
worse.
touching
You're
my
letting
phone?
you guys are letting the poop literally like permeate, like
Yeah,
just like
permeate
on your
asshole.
dry on your asshole.
I'd rather leave
Get
it
all
in the
crusty.
toilet. Okay, you're telling me it's less disgusting to just sit there for 15 minutes and let it leave it in the bowl than it is to actually wipe my ass with my hand and then use that same hand to touch my phone?
Jared, you can wash your hands
Everyone-
between.
everyone
I'm
does that.
so busy.
No,
I'm
you
so
wash
weird.
your hands after you wipe.
I don't bring my phone in the bathroom. I'll tell you that. That's gross to me because I don't need my
Really?
my phone.
That's actually shocking.
Wiping is not an enjoyable experience. Taking the poop, getting it out of your stomach, and sitting there in peace and quiet is an enjoyable experience. But once you start wiping, it becomes work.
I have to go off what Jared just said. Wiping is actually rather complicated
I don't
for me.
love wiping.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
of
I don't think
course.
anyone likes wiping, but I
No.
hate when I wipe. I look at the toilet
We
paper
all
and
do.
I'm like, do I need to go back in there? It's
Yeah.
always like it's always a fucking thing. It's like, is there more? And then I take more.
Definitely
toilet
get a
paper.
wet cottonelle wipe.
Yeah, a wet cottonelle feels nice, but then your butt's all like kind of wet, and then it gets a little sticky, and it's like someone
You
needs
got to
to
go back
invent-
in with the toilet paper.
Someone
you
needs
do the
to
wet,
invent a solution.
you
to
do the
this.
dry, you do the wet, and then you do the dry.
Okay, I'm still not over the fact that my husband lets his poop linger on his butthole
I
that
want to say
long.
one thing about wiping is there not a better feeling in this world than after you take
Than
a
a clean
poop
swipe.
and then you go to wipe and there's literally nothing on the toilet paper and you're like, whoop,
Yeah,
looks like I'm done.
yeah, yeah. Like I
That
did a
is
great
No
job.
work, all the pleasure, none of the work. It's like ghost poop. You know what I mean? And then you look down
Who
and there's
would've-
shit
it's like
in the toilet, and I'm like,
ghost
how did I
poo.
have none on my ass?
Who would have thought that when
it's
we
one of
were
the
like
many mysteries
4
of the
years
world.
old and learning to shit on the can or
Right.
however old you are, I don't know,
Right.
that we would take pleasure in it as a 30-year-old, you know?
It is the best sense of relief, like when you get the feeling in your stomach, you're like, ooh, it's time to go to the bathroom. It's like, and no one in the world doesn't not get excited. You're like, yes. And then you go, and sometimes you even look back and marvel at it if it's really big.
I got a question for you guys while we're on the topic of
wait.
pooping. Hold on. I just,
yeah.
one quick question for
Fine.
you girls, then you can take it over. You know those little stools that they have now?
We're
that
already
you,
talking about the Squatty
Remember,
Potty
I
before.
said the
Squatty
story
potty.
about how I text you guys if I should hide it or not when a guy came over my
That's
house,
right.
and then you guys, I shared the story.
I'm not a fan.
I thank God you told me to hide it. I did.
No, not even hiding, just like the experience of it. I
No.
don't like my legs,
No,
feel
it's
like my knees are in
incredible.
my chest. It's not comfortable.
It is the best way to poop. 1,000%.
It's probably because
your knees
Jared
have to
doesn't
be
like
elevated
it.
and it just shoots out
I
like
know, but it's
like
just so uncomfortable.
no, it's not. It's
I'm
not
sure
that
when the poop comes
uncomfortable.
out, I'm sure it's like a slip and slide. You know, it goes right out.
Comfortable.
Hold on, Lauren wants to speak.
Jared doesn't like it because his shit is too fast and he doesn't have that enjoyable, lengthy experience.
Oh, so
It's shortened
you think
by the
Jared
Squatty
likes
Potty.
to feel it come out
You guys,
slowly.
I can't believe that we've talked about this for the past 15 minutes, but before Jared leaves, I have to
We're
ask
going to
something.
call this episode Feces?
Yes, I think we should. That's hilarious. I think we need to talk about bunching versus folding toilet paper. I don't fucking understand bunchers, and I think my husband might be one of them.
Wait, I'm a buncher, I think.
What? He's all for it?
I'm a buncher too.
Wait,
he's a
actually,
folder.
I'm a buncher,
You're
I
a
think.
fucking buncher?
Actually, I don't fold it.
Who the fuck folds it? What is
Jared
this?
and I fold
what is
it.
this, Martha Stewart living poop? Like, who folds?
How do you not get it on your
toilet
hands
paper?
when you bunch
What
it?
do you mean you bunch and then you wipe?
But then, like, your fingertips are around it. How's your
no.
fingertips
Yeah,
not
there's
like
no
scoop
grip.
some shit
There's
in?
no
What? Have you
grip.
never picked up a piece of sushi? It's not that hard. You just...
Yeah, but I
You're
get
bunching, you go.
particles of the sushi on my fingertips when I bunch.
I need to understand what you guys do. Should I go grab some toilet paper? I need you to
Yeah,
fold
yeah.
it in front
Go,
of me.
go,
I'm
yeah.
going to go get some.
Okay, sounds good, because I'm very confused how maybe we're misinterpreting this term bunch.
Look at Naz's little tennis outfit.
I know. Do 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 do.
Actually, I think it's odd that I'm a buncher and you're a folder because we were raised by the same mommy who taught us how to wipe our assholes, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting.
You would think she'd show us the same way.
Okay.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
So what do? You have to describe what you're doing for the listeners.
I'm literally folding.
Okay, so you take it out and you fold it in fours.
Well,
There's
I mean,
just not
Oh, I do
enough.
it. So
No, I
I
mean,
take-
like-
oh, now
I take a
Jared.
good
Well, it's
amount of
not
length.
on the roll right now, so
Jared,
it's not
get
as
up to the mic.
So
accurate.
I take about I'd say about 18 inches of toilet paper,
Yeah,
and I rip it off,
Okay.
and then
Like
I
this.
fold it in half.
Wait.
So then it gets
Let
down
me
to about
record
9
this.
inches, and then I fold
Yeah.
it again in half, so it's nice and thick. Because there's nothing worse, as everybody has experienced, when you have thin layer of toilet paper, your fingers literally go through. They rip through
Yeah,
the toilet
that's why
paper,
you bunch.
and then your finger is like right on the outskirt of your asshole.
No,
it's not.
This,
but this is nice.
I
and
don't
thick.
even know if that's thick enough. This is my thickness.
No, that's too thick.
No.
You can't even like tell how much poop is in your butt by that. It's too thick.
What?
This
Yes,
is
you
a
can.
nice.
Jared, yours is way too
Way
thin.
too
Jared,
thin,
you got
babe.
some
Nope,
pride.
nothing's getting through there. Try to put your
I
finger
think
through it.
you
Like
think
you'd
it
have to
is.
really rip. No,
No, something is coming through there.
because I'm
Lauren,
ripping it. It's
we
still
just
toilet
take a
paper.
bunch it
And
up,
so
and
you
we
guys-
know it's
so
enough.
you guys go like
yeah, and
this?
then it's
I'm going to
good.
show you. Hold.
We're adults,
Here's-
we can
hold
do
the
it.
camera.
Okay, hold
So
on.
this is what I do.
Yeah.
I take toilet paper out. I think I do like 3 or 4 circles.
Squares?
And then I
circles
go
around.
That's what I do.
Interesting.
That's
See,
exactly
that
what I do.
doesn't seem like you get a good grip that way.
No, it's like, look, you have so much cushion there. Look at all that cushion. It's like
I really
literally.
don't like it.
It's like
it feels like it's gonna fall apart on me
No,
like that.
what do you mean? It's like
This
it's
is
perfect.
way more intricate than the whole above or
Like
below
who has
toilet paper
time to
hanging.
origami their toilet paper? No one.
Very interesting, guys. And I'm sorry for the waste of toilet paper we just went through in a pandemic.
Well, you're going to use that, right?
You can reuse it. I cannot wait to ask everyone I meet now this question. I did not know. I always knew that people folded, but I didn't think it could be so polarizing.
Should this be my new first date question instead of when was when was the last time you cried? My questions are so intense. I think guys get real freaked
Start
out.
with the crying and then end with the
Should be
toilet
like, so
paper.
when was the last time you cried? Do you fold or bunch up your toilet paper? I'm just curious. And like, wait, do you sit and linger on top?
you guys, Lois is here and she doesn't even wipe.
Question
So-
is, yeah.
How
Dogs
do
don't
they
need to
do
wipe.
it? How
Lois
do they
just
do it?
Poops, and then I pick up her shit.
It's
That's
weird,
the way
like
to go
because
right there.
wild animals, like like they must have like poop on the rim.
I guess they
time.
always
It's because
have poop
they
on their
use
rim.
the Squatty Potty method of the hunching back.
Or as
and
Hunter
they
says,
pinch perfectly.
what does
Lauren,
he say?
you're a genius.
It's
You should be a
morphin time.
scientist.
It's morphin
Thank
time.
Oh my god, it's morphin time like Power Rangers.
No, wait.
Have you guys ever pooped in the woods?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't poop in nature, but I do pee in nature all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't care. Peeing in nature is great.
Peeing's different.
I
Have you guys
can't-
ever taken a shit
No.
in the woods?
No, I can't.
Why
I can't.
have you?
I have.
Why?
We're in paradise.
This was like, okay, this was last year at my bachelor party.
Wait, what? Sit down. Get another mic. I want to hear this whole story.
So it's quite disgusting. I don't know if you guys want to hear it.
No,
This
we
was
wanna
This
hear
was a
it.
party poop, guys. This is the last time Jared was drunk.
So I was at my bachelor party down in Foxwoods. We were out the night before. I got way too drunk. It's the most drunk I've gotten in a long time. I got sick the next morning. I was so hungover. I felt like shit. We go on the
But
golf course.
Still had to golf.
Of course, 18 holes. We got it booked. It's one of the nicest courses in New England. I had to go. So we golf. I'm on like the 4th hole, and I am dying.
Ew.
And then, thank God, I wasn't throwing up.
On a golf course.
But I felt in my stomach where I needed to take a shit, and there was nothing stopping this thing, and there was no bathroom in sight. So then I was with my brother-in-law, and I was like, bro, I got to go in the woods and just take a dump. So then so he's like, listen, what am I going to do to wipe? Am I going to use leaves? So my buddy had a towel. He had an extra towel, and he's like, just use this.
You left it out there.
So I went in the woods. I did my thing, wiped with the towel. This is like so disgusting. And then I buried the towel.
Okay, good. I'm glad you buried the
Wait,
towel.
that's amazing that you didn't just leave it there. You literally buried the towel.
No, yeah, I created a little, like, I just went and then I just buried it on top of it. And then I left and used some hand sanitizer. And I think I shot like a 96 that day. It wasn't so bad.
Wow. I love that.
That was like how I was in Block Island, babe. If I hadn't gotten that bathroom quick enough, it would have been, wow.
It's the worst. Like, even just being out in nature this weekend, I was thinking to somebody, women have to pee so much. So when you go on like a 1 or 2 hour hike, you
I think
have
it's
to
'cause
stop
you drink
and
a lot
pee.
of water.
Yeah, but
I know
even when
it's
I
sort of
don't,
a
I
female
don't you
thing,
think
but-
women pee way more?
But why do we think it is that women pee more than guys? Oh,
Hold on, I have a fifth person. Do you fold
Oh,
your toilet
Hunter's
paper or
coming
bunch
on.
it?
Bunch it.
Bunch it.
Buncher! We got a buncher. That's the name of the episode. Are you a
Ashley
buncher or
folds.
folder?
Are you
a buncher or folder? Wait, Hunter, you got to ask him the turd question, Lauren.
does he sit above it?
You have to ask.
Oh, okay. So, after you take a shit, do you like chill on your phone for a while and sit there over, or do you flush and then chill?
Flush and then chill.
Oh, very good. What a clean man.
Hunter, we'll just leave it at that.
I like letting it linger.
He's like,
He's not a cranberry.
He's not a fucking cranberry. You're a
very
fucking.
good, thank you.
Lauren's like, go away before they say more shit.
I know.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, you guys, we should change.
Wow, if only Hunter knew who he was with.
You guys,
what you do.
we got some really great LOLs out of this. Now I think it's
Okay.
time to move.
So I apologize to anyone eating lunch while listening to this.
I know.
I have other things to talk about. What do you
You're not
do
a
when
cranberry.
you don't- Oh, okay. This is a question for Lauren. It's from the I Don't Get It message boards.
Oh.
Lauren, what do you do when you don't like your hair after you get it done?
Wow, that's a fucking fabulous question.
Well,
What's the protocol as to how to critique the hairdresser's job?
well, if it's not what you asked for, then you have the right to go back and get a free service to correct it. But if it is and you just don't think it suits you, then and you're not like loving what you personally asked for, then you have to go find another hairdresser or go back to the same one who didn't do a great job that you didn't do what you wanted, I guess, and then pay a whole other service. And yeah, there's really not much else you can do. I mean, I always try and fix it myself if I don't like it.
That's because you're a hairstylist, Lauren.
But yeah, before I
Yeah,
even was a
exactly.
hairstylist, I tried to fix it.
Right.
So how does one like go about telling the hairdresser this? And like, whose call is it? Like, it's like, is it your call that it doesn't look like what you wanted, or is it the hairdresser's call that you're like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like the picture that you gave me.
Well, I would think that any hairdresser would be able to own up to the mistake and be like, yeah, we can just do this. Like, we can fix it. You know, it doesn't. And if it really does, then that's why they always ask for like before and after pictures now. Like, they always document everything, really. Before and after, and then inspiration pictures. Like, this is the picture you showed me. This is what you got.
Yeah.
So then you have that insurance.
Very smart.
Yeah. But
It is
if
tough.
you don't
though.
like it, it is really tough. To tell
There's
your
such a
hairdresser you don't
gray.
like
There's
it.
such a gray area because there's been times where I'm like, this is what I asked for, and they're like, yeah, that's what I did, and in my head
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
then
always
everyone's
like a
hair is
gray
different.
line. Exactly. It's like you probably don't have the hair
exactly
type
the
in the
you
picture that
showed.
you're showing. Possibly.
So many times that
Right.
happens. Yeah.
But then I think it's on the hairdresser to be like, just so you know, I'm going to attempt to do this, but it's not going to look exactly like this photo. And then your expectations are lowered.
yeah, you have to under promise, over deliver.
Right. There you go.
But yeah, you gotta just, be like, could I just come in? Maybe just be like for another consultation or toner because I'm not loving it. And don't be like, ew, what the hell? Just be very nice about it.
Yeah.
Nice gets you far. Okay. My other I don't get it is I don't get people who leave those huge gaps between them and the car in front of them at red lights.
What are you doing in there?
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, what is it?
When people are they stop when you're at a red light and the person stops 3 cars with they could let 3 cars in between them and the car in front of them.
At a red light. Got it.
Yeah, how
but not while driving. Because while driving,
you're supposed to be
while driving, there's a 3-car distance between me and the car.
Of course. That's what it's supposed to be like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, not at a red light.
No, at a red light when people leave these huge
3
gaps.
3 feet
No,
max.
Yeah. You don't need to social distance your vehicles, all right?
And if they're not on their phone and they're just looking up and they know that they are 3 cars away, I don't know.
That people do that. Even as
Yeah.
a little kid, I'd be like, Mom, why is that person stopped way ahead of the other car?
Yeah. It's annoying.
It's very annoying.
Annoying. I hate when the light turns green and the person doesn't go right away either.
Well, that's so LA
That's
of
you.
I've gotten way better, Lauren.
That's you.
First of all, I never do that alone, only with people in the car. I think I
Because you're distracted.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to talk to them or change the radio or check my phone for a sec. Yeah. No, it's annoying.
Okay, Naz, you have any I don't get it this week?
I don't have an I don't get it, but I have stuff to share.
I mean, I do. I want to hear your sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
so
do you,
Lauren, do you have
a
I don't
proper
get it?
I don't get it? I might have
Well,
I don't get it, actually.
I saw a proper I don't get it on the message boards, and they car related. They said, I don't understand when when people make their cars intentionally loud for absolutely no reason.
Oh, yeah, that's really obnoxious. Yeah, when they rev it. Why are you revving your car?
Yeah.
Because you have a little dick.
But that's what they say, that the little dick things.
I think they're just trying to impress other bros around them.
Is that impressive? Did anybody be like, oh, man, I really want to rev like that? I guess I just don't understand the man brain.
Yeah,
Hey, do
I don't
you
get
want to
it
answer
either.
another question?
Hey, we need you to mansplain something.
Yeah, actually, babe, Jared, come here. You and Hunter are going to talk about something for a second.
Because Hunter has a loud car.
What
A
kind of
louder
car do you
car.
drive, Hunter?
Put these on and answer the question.
God.
Jared!
Talking here.
Chill out.
Hunter, why do you rev the sound of your motor vehicle? Is that do you think that's attractive to people? What is the actual point of it? Do you feel
I like the sound of
do you
it.
feel
My
like a
car has
badass?
Oh, I definitely feel like a badass. But my
Why?
my car has a built-in turbo in it. I don't do it to be an obnoxious douchebag. It just gets loud when I hit the gas.
But do you like when when you hear another vroom vroom, do you get excited or do you think they're annoying?
I think they sound like douches because it's usually a little Honda Civic with a shitty muffler on it that makes it sound loud.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Now, babe, as somebody who's always driven a very standard vehicle, he's got a Nissan Altima. Respect the Nissan Altima, but because you've always driven a car like that and you've never had some sporty, fancy thing, is there a part of you that just wants to rev that engine and show off all the other guys
do you
around
want
you?
a muffler?
Do you want to be like, I'm driving a sports car?
It's what? Nobody fucking cares.
No, I don't want a sports car, but I do.
He wants
I
a
like.
truck.
I want a truck or
Yeah.
Range Rovers are obviously super nice. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
get a Range Rover too expensive,
Yeah.
but yeah, driving around a badass car. I think a badass car to me now is a big SUV. That's just showing my
That's so
age.
funny.
Right
No,
there. So I'm almost 32,
but you're not
32.
answering the question because I love cars so much. And I respect a good car. It's the noise. It's the men
sound
that
get
like
you
the
going?
sound of the
Oh,
revving.
Do I want a Batmobile? No.
does it give you
I always thought it was
energy?
pretty stupid. Especially in high school, it would be those kids that
Right.
have dual mufflers and they think they have the coolest car, and then they speed out and it sounds like the car's about to fucking fall apart.
That was
and you're
me.
wow, that sounds really stupid.
That was me.
Smoke comes out of
Did
the
you
back
know
of
that?
it.
My dad had a Pontiac Grand Am, and it had a nitrous kit in it. And so we take it down this road. I know, Miami. We take it down this road called Loxahatchee that was a dead end, and I'd be like, "Meow," and I thought it was so cool. And now I'm like, what a loser! Who cares?
Because
literally no one is thinking it's cool but you.
No one. And I was like, look at the gauges, guys. And I'm obsessed with Fast and the Furious, so I thought I was like in Fast and the Furious.
So what's your dream car?
That makes sense.
I have a lot of dream cars. I want a hot rod. I want a
give me
Chrome
one.
Classic.
You can choose one right now. Any car you want in your life, you can have.
Shelby.
What's that?
A Mustang Shelby.
What year?
Shelby Cobra. I don't know. I think like the 60 one.
What
the
color?
one in the 60s. Chromed out. Chrome always. Or a Bentley Continental GT Coupe in light blue.
Like, I can't even answer that question. I have no idea what car I'd want.
And I
wish I was more of a
want
car
a
guy.
Ford Bronco. And I want a Range Rover.
I do think car guys
Or
are
Land
like
Rover,
badass.
sorry. Yeah.
What do you guys care about cars? This girl?
I'm obsessed with cars.
I used to be into cars as an elementary schooler. I was like, I was like, Dad, I want to go find. I love your Mercury 300M. Like
Mercury 300.
yeah, like I just like thought, was it a Mercury? Yeah, I think those were no. It was a Chrysler 300M, and then my dad had a Mercury Cougar, and I was like, Dad, your Cougar's so lame. The new version of the Cougar is awesome.
in elementary school.
No,
I
yeah,
think
I
I
was really
too was
into it.
also more obsessed with them in elementary school, just
That's
because our
so
parents
funny.
kept
Getting
they
new ones.
leased,
They
so we
leased
kept looking
then.
at new cars.
Right.
But now we're just like, I'm like, as long as my car isn't rolling in the driveway or my
Right.
brakes are okay, I don't
Right.
give a shit.
My dad had the only reason I like love cars and knew about them is because my dad always got the DuPont registry. Do you guys know what that is?
No, but I see
I don't
it.
think so.
It's like a magazine.
yeah.
You'll see it in airports now. It's like the car magazine, but it's like very high end. And so he'd always have it, like on the coffee table. So I'd always open it. I also think Florida is a very they have a lot of car shows there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people like
It's
drive.
amazing how much information we retain as a child.
It really
You
is
just
crazy.
learn cars just because there was a magazine on a coffee
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, it's like it's all your environment. Like you guys
Yeah.
love movies because you went all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
Oh, Jared's back.
Oh, Jared's back.
Well, I
for
heard you
another-
say Florida and cars, and immediately I thought of Bad Boys, and then my mind was
Yeah.
like, you know what though? I think he had a Porsche. I don't know what he had in the first one,
in the Bad
but it was
Boy.
like a badass car. And Mike Lowry, he walked around with suits, and he
Yeah.
walked around Miami, and he drove
Yeah.
a badass car, and I was like, okay, I get that.
Yeah,
I want to be
it's
that
such
guy.
a Miami thing. It's a very Miami thing, like to have a nice car. It's like a lot of Fast and the Furious
Yeah,
is like
it's
very
im-
Miami inspired.
It's impossible being that guy in Providence, Rhode Island. It's literally impossible.
That's so true.
That's so true. Like it's the environment
Yeah.
you grew up in.
Yeah, that's so
It's
true.
So funny.
Okay, now so tell us about your weekend, your trip to Yosemite.
No, I wasn't going to talk about Yosemite, even
Oh,
though Yosemite
really?
is like amazing. No, I was going to tell you about Big.
Oh my God.
Oh
How
my
have we delayed
God.
this conversation
Yeah.
so late in the
But
podcast?
Yosemite is amazing. Everyone needs to go. I think it's like the holy grail of like nature. It's not like big in wildlife, but on November 1st, they're going to open it to walk-ins. And I highly recommend everyone go before they die. It's like the
Before
most.
they die?
Yeah, it's
What do you
just like go visit it at some point in your life. It's
Oh,
like
a place to visit before they die.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Sorry, I think it's
It was like Yosemite
It
will
literally
die?
looks like Jurassic Park. Like you're walking around and you're like, this is crazy. Anyways, yeah. So recently, you guys know how like I was on E or whatever, and I haven't talked about Big in a while. I haven't actually thought about Big in a while. I'm not like hung up on Big. I'm
hung up on
over
Big for her, which is kind of funny. Like I'm always like, whenever she's feeling down and out about guys, I'm like, but what about Big?
Yeah.
Because I think he's got it. He's got it.
I think
So Charlotte.
I think
I
we'll
know.
always care about each other, but I truly was like have been like over him, haven't talked to him in a very long time. Anyways, because he was in and out of my life for 5 years, and we met right when I started working at E as a PA.
Mm-hmm.
Like our first hang was like literally a coffee outside E, or second hang. He, when I was on it last month, I actually was kind of shocked I didn't get like a text from him. I was like, that's weird. Even though we haven't talked in like a year, he just knew like how long it had been. And so I was like, he's dating someone like 1,000%. So then the Borat sequel trailer came out, and like we both love that movie. So I like DM'd it to him, and then we were talking about it, and how are you? Blah blah blah. And he's like, I'm great. I am in some part of the world I'm not going to share. And then I was like, oh, cool.
I'm in some part of the world I'm not going to share.
He told
Sorry.
me I'm just not going to share it on the
Slow right now.
podcast because I don't want to give away info. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyways, I was like, oh, what's happening there? And he was like, oh, my girlfriend lives here.
Oh, he
Wow.
said my
And so-
girlfriend.
He said my GF. And
Oh, shit.
and so this is what happened. So I stared at the message because
my
I
God.
knew it. I
Did
actually
your heart drop?
It didn't drop. It wasn't
didn't
like
drop?
It didn't drop, but it dropped a little. It wasn't like a Dr. Doom like scare fall drop. It was just like I kind of knew that this was happening. My eyes got a little bit teary, just a little. And then I was completely fine and actually so happy for him. I'm so proud of myself. And I was like, I'm so happy for you that you like opened up to someone. Because
you say that?
Yeah, I said, because remember his whole thing is like he wouldn't like open up. And I just realized that whole day that it, like timing is just so crazy, and it's just so weird to see somebody give someone else what you wanted from them so bad. It's like so crazy, and I'm totally fine. I'm like dating, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't down about it. I didn't cry that day. I genuinely am so happy for him. I think we'll be friends forever. I just wanted to share that because we've talked about Big so much on this podcast, and it was just like. Wow. But it also oddly got me excited because I just feel like I'm getting close, you know? And I'm like, all right, like he has this person, like mine's coming soon sort of thing.
Yeah, I just like, that's like very impressive. I'm really happy that you took it like this. I'm impressed by you.
Well, I was going to say, it takes a lot of inner work because I think the guy I always call the life ruiner that led me to start Heartbroken Anonymous. I actually am also very happy for him. And this is what I realized. Hate starts with H because it's heavy, and love starts with L because it's light.
Oh, that's cute. Did you make that up yourself?
No, I saw it somewhere on like Instagram. I wish I could take credit for it. But it really is true. Like if you are just like happy for like those people and you don't hold resentment anymore in your heart, you'll be so much lighter. And I think it'll bring you closer to like you finding your own happiness. I know that sounds so fucking dumb and cliche, but I think it's true.
I really thought that this was impossible to sort of feel.
Me too. Me too.
If you weren't like in a relationship yourself, you know, like if you're in a relationship yourself and like very steady and like very comfortable and believe in the longevity of it, I can totally see like you being fine and happy for your ex Big, whatever.
Right.
But I said that Naz pulled a Wilson Phillips, and this is the song that I never quite understood until.
Is it the Wilson Phillips song?
It's a Wilson Phillips song. Okay. Jared, what are you doing? Oh, okay. There's a woman outside here to pick up a baby Yoda.
Wait,
that just sounds
Wait,
so.
you guys
Is
have
that
to
what you
give it
just
back?
said?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have to give it
here,
back.
wait. Here's the song.
Oh my God, high five! Yeah, see?
Isn't that crazy?
Wilson, you're amazing for picking that song. Wilson Phillips had it right. You can be happy on your own. You can be happy for other people. It's a myth that you have to hate the person that you used to really like. It's a myth.
My Mr. Big also is in a relationship with someone who I think is absolutely perfect for him. I'm actually very happy.
Wait, what
for
the
him.
fuck?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, she can't say.
That one?
Yeah.
Wait,
which one?
Wait, you didn't tell us this.
Because I have nothing to say really about it. She's perfect for him. I'm happy for him, and I'm just like, I don't mind seeing them. It's great.
Do you
Wait,
think if
what?
you wait? Do you think
I'm
if you?
confused by you right now because you haven't let us in on any of
I know
this.
what the fuck, Lauren. Wait, do you think if you weren't in a relationship, you'd feel the same?
Honestly, not at this stage. No.
See?
Did this person open up their Instagram to you?
Not that one, you sicko.
Wait,
Lauren has two Mr. Bigs, which is why I'm like, truly, I'm confused.
wait. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren has three Mr. Bigs, so that's made it really all more complicated.
They're all like different timings,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
stages
there's
of
one
Bigs.
that I'd be like, wow. That one I can totally see you being happy for, and I'm glad that he has someone as well. That's really
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Did you talk about it?
No.
No.
But
Okay.
I can see it all, and it makes so much sense.
Wow.
Oh, good. Great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait, but you're saying if you wouldn't feel this way if you weren't.
No, I would.
You would.
I
You would. Okay,
100%.
That's amazing,
Really?
Lauren.
Yeah.
See,
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
you can get over Big. Look at that.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, I think that was a fantastic podcast. I just
I
kind of
agree.
want to end it
Poopin'
there.
big.
I agree. We'll end it there. Do you say poopin' big? Because I was just about to say that.
Poopin' big.
What if we just called it Big Poop?
big poopin'?
Oh my God.
Big poopin' so something something. I don't know.
Ashley had to make
It's
it nerdy
big
as hell.
pimpin'. But yes, big poopin'. All right. All right, everyone, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our podcast. And check out our sponsor this week because it is a good one. I've been getting a lot of compliments on my Jenny Canes. So,
Woohoo! Jenny Kane!
Jenny Kane. All right.
oh, I
Love
can't
you
wait to
all.
get my Jenny Cane on in the East Coast.
Oh my God, it's such an
My
East
Jenny
Coast
Cane
vibe. My
on.
Jenny Cane on. All
right, bye.
If you want to be the most interesting person at the cocktail party, well, hop on over and listen to the Brain Candy podcast.
Our award-winning content will have you laughing while you're learning.
We read all the best articles, books, and studies and keep up with new TV shows, documentaries, and pop culture. And then we cram it all into 2 shows a week.
Conspiracy theories, cannibal rabbits, unsolved mysteries, the history of the Walkman. There's something for everyone.
The Brain Candy podcast. Find our link in the show notes.
Or simply search for the Brain Candy Podcast on your podcast app.
I don't get it.
Podcast.